Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 66. I guess Miss Brittany is still making an appearance here. Let's start with it. The playlist is in the comment in the description for those of you that are not up to date. So let's continue.
66 of How I Married a Man That Didn't Exist, Brittany's story. Let's keep going.
Okay, video number 4. So to continue, we found out that there was missing money in my parents' bedroom, and couldn't have been anybody else because the time that the money was missing, nobody was home except for Rob and I. Of course, the denial in my brain. I mean, before that happened, he took money from my debit card in the middle of the night, probably 4 or 5 times. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've changed my PIN on my card. Again, I know you guys probably think I'm an idiot, and I think I'm an idiot too. I don't have an excuse for my reasoning other than that I just was in denial because of the way he talked to me, his manipulation, him making me feel like I was the crazy one, like his very narcissistic tendencies. And I hate using that word, but if the shoe fits. So, at this point, I was like, you know what, maybe we should just try to find our own place. Let's just try to move. I didn't want to have a permanent damage with my family. And something was going on, obviously, but I just didn't know what it was. But I figured if we could get out of the environment that we were in, maybe things would get better. So we ended up...
So in her mind, the environment was the problem. In other words, her parents were the problem because they were escorting with her parents while the guy was gallivanting about with her money. Hey, God have mercy. Women.
Finding an efficiency. We kind of made it our own. I loved it, honestly. Our efficiency was really super cute. We had like a little kitchen, and then we had the bedroom and like a little bathroom. Everything there for the most part went well, other than the fact that at this point with his career, by the way, he was never a moving manager. He worked for a moving company, but after the night that he did Molly, he got fired because he never went back to work. So he ended up getting another job. And at this point, there were no paychecks. He wasn't coming home with anything, like almost the entire time we were together. And his excuse, he always had some kind of excuse, either that, oh yeah, they're going to pay me, but it's going to be next week, or, oh, they're behind on payroll. Like, things that, like, a normal business or normal establishment, like, that would never happen. So, I don't know. I believed him. I'm stupid. But anyways, we were at the sufficiency. I was working my job. He was working his job. We were carpooling. One day when he dropped me off at work, I was opening up the trunk to grab something. And when I opened the trunk, I found a pair of pants with like a pair of panties. You know, like when you take off like pants and underwear at the same time, so like the underwear is like in the legs of the pants, like it was like that inside out. And I'm like, who the fuck are these? And he's just like, oh, those are that must have been Kristen. She is my sister-in-law, and like I said, they weren't getting along and everything. So he's like, oh yeah, those are definitely Kristen's, and she just did that to set me up. Like, I know she set me up. I'm like, whose are these? Like, I don't understand why would you cheat on me? Like, I've done everything for you. I've been very understanding. Like, you've done me so wrong, and I'm here continuously, like, forgiving you. And he, like, swore up and down that he wasn't cheating, making me look like I was the crazy one. And, I mean, the thing with Kristen kind of made sense, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess I believed him. I don't know. I feel like an idiot. Sometimes I'm just speechless to myself because I just don't understand why I put up with what I did. So we're still living at the efficiency together. I ended up getting a message on my phone from Jay. And she had said how much she missed the girls because she had her rights revoked as well. She wasn't allowed to see the girls. So she was just telling me like how much she missed them, and I was like, yeah, I think that what Emily and her husband are doing is wrong, and like you guys should be able to see your kids and like work on getting them back and everything else. And so I tried to like kind of befriend her to try to be nice. And I told Rob, I was like, hey, like maybe you and Jay should start talking again. Just for the sake of the girls, you guys could work together to try to get the girls back. He's like, no, I don't want anything to do with that bitch. Fuck her, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm just trying to like be a good person, trying to help. And, I was continuously talking to Jay. There was even one day where I picked her up and took her to work because she didn't have a ride. They did both start talking, and I ended up looking at his phone, and there's a message to Rob from I'll call him L. So L sent Rob a message saying, "Where is she? I know you're with her." I was like, "Who can you be talking about?" Well, L is Jay's boyfriend at the time.
See, the more these women are talking, the more angry I am. I'm getting. Come on, look at them now. They're very matured, grown people. Why are they doing this? Hey. And me, I'm even talking. There will be a lot of women doing way worse than these women have done so much. Oh. And some of them are in the comments.
So I was thinking to myself, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, is he now cheating on me with his ex, like with Jay? I didn't really know what was going on. Rob denied it up and down. Jay denied it up and down. Just so that was going on, and a few months later, while I was at work, I get a call from Rob, and he is just bawling his eyes out, and I'm like, what is the matter? And he told me that Jay had passed away from a drug overdose, and he was just hysterically crying. And now listen, I don't want to sound any type of way. I completely understand being as upset as he was, but I still kind of feel like it was over the top, like he was more upset than I would have expected him to be. So it also made me think, like, there's gotta be more to what's going on. But I didn't want to sound any way as far as, like, not being sympathetic, because obviously it's a tragedy. Like, now the girls don't have a mom in their life, and all they have is their dad, who they're not even able to see. And I don't know, I tried to be as understanding as I could, but just things didn't really match up. So I'll continue with the next video.
Well, we cannot tell people how to mourn because, let's face it, the J woman had babies for him. They had ties together. So there must have been a point where everything was all rosy and dandy. And maybe that might even be the first woman that started spoiling him, that continued where the mom stopped. I don't know if you guys get my point. So even if he was not cheating, let's just say he wasn't cheating with the J woman, that doesn't mean he shouldn't mourn her. I don't know if you guys get my point. I don't like it when people try to put a cap on how people should mourn or how you should respond when you feel hurt. I really don't like when people do that. It's not your this thing. Even I myself, I'm at fault. I can be at fault at that too. Because I remember there was a woman, the last burial I went for, the way the woman was wailing, the aunt. But though that woman, the way she was wailing was so fishy. Everybody said was saying like, this your wailing is just so somehow. Like, even it became irritating even to some of her people. They were like, this one is too much. Oh. I don't know if you guys get my point. But we shouldn't, try to control people on how they should mourn or react when they are hurt. But yeah, let's continue. I guess she still has a lot to share with us. So Chastity was not only the only one that did some stupid thing for the man. I guess that's why the man continued, because a lot of women will condone it. Even as we are speaking, there's a woman somewhere condoning this his character, so he will continue. Let's move on to part 67, guys. See you. Like and comment.